Hi, I'm Jay Thomas, and welcome to this week's edition of Hot Rod Hangout, where we see what is new at Rods Hotrods on Faithful Avenue in Saskatoon. And we got like, what, 5 new vehicles to look at today?
5 new ones today, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We didn't have an update for you last week because we were waiting for a whole bunch of stuff that was coming and going. And
well, with the new renos, too much going on, and
yeah,
it was just easier just to
come
drop
back
till this week. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's where we're going to start again. We started last time the video a couple weeks ago in the new part of the shop, which is the second half of the building. And we're here to give you an update. So we're back in the corner.
Looks a little different now.
You know, it's just an overhead door back here, right? But yeah, we got some new stuff, which is amazing. Should we show them, Rod?
Looks different now.
Look at this. Whoa. Yep, there was a whole half of a building up here that is gone.
There's a second story, there's a mezzanine, there was
in piles.
There was bathrooms, there's a kitchen, there's like everything's gone.
Yep. And that right over there is the hole that will lead to the other side.
Yep.
So
we're going to wait to punch the other side until everything else is done.
Yep.
Just to minimize all the dust, but that's the actual size where the drywall's cut out.
That's like the side you could drive through 2 cars through there.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And then we got kind of a mess up here because, well, as you can see, work is still going on. We're just here after hours, and some of the plumbing is coming out because this is where stuff used to be.
Apparently this is all going to be, they're pouring concrete tomorrow, so this will all be filled in.
Wow.
This is where the bathrooms were in the kitchen and everything, and had to move the main water supply over to the other wall.
Oh yeah.
We've done a lot of work in here.
No kidding. And there was like a drop down ceiling, tiles and stuff in here. That's why the top was never really finished.
So the rest of the ceiling will be painted on Sunday.
Right, to match what's over there.
Yep.
Cool.
It's my niece Tiana that's doing the painting. She's a pro painter. Used to work for Warman Home Center, did all their stuff, or some of their stuff.
Yeah.
And this is probably the time to do some shutouts, right? This is my son Riley's company, Rival Electric, is doing all the electrical.
Right.
And he's kind of doing the subcontracting for me because I don't have time.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure who the other contractors are. I can't give them a shout out because I don't really know their names. But anyway, they're doing a good job.
No kidding.
Doing it pretty quick.
And yeah, it is moving fast. I mean, in just a couple of weeks, we went from having a whole interior to having a big wide open one, which is exactly what we need for a whole bunch more cars.
And we're thinking in about 2 weeks we should be done and open for business.
Awesome. Okay, let's make our way over to the other side of the shop because we have 5 new vehicles that we got to check out.
Oh, you're going
around the water here. They were cutting concrete. The floor's a little bit wet. So this is going to be pretty awesome when this is finished.
It looks way different with the walls down.
Oh,
like,
totally.
It looks way bigger.
Totally. Of course, everybody's familiar with good old Faithful here. And just as a reference, the other shop, which is doing work just across the street behind that, you know,
behind that tree kind of thing.
Pine tree, you go down the back alley there, and
right
you're in.
Okay.
Of course, everything looking great under here. We got to brag because you got your Coleman cooler back painted to match your awesome new ride for next summer.
Yeah, Doug got her painted up. But that's who painted this originally. Was Doug, Preferred Collision, painted this unit. I didn't even know that when I bought it, and I called him to see if he could paint the cooler. He's like, "Oh yeah, we did that like so many years ago." I'm like, "Oh, there you go."
Thanks, Doug.
And I walked by this I don't know how many times. So I didn't even notice he was even back.
And it's going to get a little bit more striping to match the mini pin striping that's already on the back of this thing. So that's pretty awesome.
Now that I know that's here.
Exactly.
Oh, dark. Light.
Let there be light. Let's go for a little walk here. Look at everything pretty.
We moved a couple things around. These things are kind of coming and going. It's the time of year where it's a little harder moving stuff around than summertime, obviously.
Well, it'll be so much nicer when there's a big hole in that wall right there, won't it?
Absolutely. It'll make a big difference.
It will make a big difference. Where are we going to start? How about this one right here?
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. I like these. This is not for everybody's body style, but I like these. They're up and coming. They're relatively affordable.
Yep.
And this is a very nice example. A 1995 Camaro Z28 convertible. This is the LT1 automatic. And this car only has 72,000 kilometers.
That's it? Wow.
This is an original car. Well maintained.
Nice original wheels on it.
We just got it in, so we'll probably give it a quick polish, and that's really all that it needs.
Still
Everything else
glossy
looks
paint.
really, really nice.
Yeah, it's still good, really good looking, really super well taken care of. You can tell when you pop the hood,
Yeah.
right? Which we'll
There's some
see.
telltale signs, right?
Exactly.
Oh.
We're gonna start this again.
Oh, there we go. And
Like
one for one.
that's clean in there, you know.
And we haven't pressure washed this or anything. This is just kind of how we got it.
No, exactly. I mean the strap is
heater
still
cord.
on the block heater cord. It's never been used, so that tells you lots, right? Never winter driven.
Yeah.
In fact, that they've even bothered to find these. These are hard to get now. These little tiny glass ones.
We have an extra set on the shelf.
Do you really?
Yeah.
They are hard to find sometimes, but
So when
really
we bought them
nice.
last time, I bought a second set just because they are a little harder to find.
Nice car. It's in really fantastic shape, and this will be a lot of fun this summer.
And it's a black top, so it looks good with a black top with the maroon. I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
black leather interior.
just a fun car.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're right here. Let's do this one.
I'm worried about the hood on this one.
Are you?
I am.
Look at
I've
this.
never opened the hood before on this one.
Well, we'll have a test live
Yeah.
for you here on video today.
The guys have had it open, but anyway, 1977 Firebird. We were going to Google some stuff, but we didn't. For those of you old enough, this is like a Rockford Files car. You're not old enough, Jay. So
I know.
I watched that. It was awesome. It was a gold color Firebird. It wasn't a Trans Am, Firebird. So there's no spoiler on the back. There's no shaker. That's what this car is. So someone has put the bird on, put the rear spoiler on.
So
Some tasteful upgrades. It looks really good though.
it does, and the paint is really nice.
The paint's new on it, yeah.
It's very new. So here, well, we can put this out to our followers, and
Yeah.
everybody's. Have you seen a bird that does this, that fades to the bright on the top, or is that somebody's modern interpretation of the bird? We're not sure.
The ones on the side are the same thing, but
Right, they're over here as well. So there must be a Firebird Trans Am expert that we've got out there. Maybe even our Darren from Roland Steel would know that. Somebody's also added the spoiler, the correct spoiler, to this guy, right?
yes.
What I like is the interior is super handsome. White vinyl and red, like contrast with the belts. And it's in really good shape. There's a dash cover on it. I'm talking while Rod is struggling to open the hood right now.
How do you know? I really am struggling because I can't even find it.
Good looking car. It's in nice condition. Super awesome color combination.
I got it.
Just in time, just in time. There he goes. You're on the home stretch, Rod.
Oh, I got it.
And that looks
stock.
very stock and very original. Yep, I'd say so. Right on.
So yeah, nothing too special underneath the hood. It's all stock, but
That's nothing wrong with that.
little detail.
Yep,
The outside looks nice, new paint.
cool car.
Yeah,
Very cool car.
cool looking.
We're gonna stick with the
With the white theme.
white GM thing. We're gonna go to this one.
Okay, this is the car we've been waiting for. When you say months and months, you're kind of exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. This was like middle of summertime when this deal was made.
We were talking about it for a while. It just took a long time to get here.
So this car finally came in. 2005 Corvette. It's got Grand Sport wheels on it, brand new.
And
which
they are
nice.
They are really pretty. But they are really pretty.
It's got a little aftermarket stereo. It's got that really nice MagnaFlow exhaust.
We'll get to that in a second. Yeah. Best thing about this car, in my opinion. Let's see if I can get the door open with one hand. Nope, can't.
It's got a stick.
It's got a stick. 3 pedals. That's right, baby.
That's getting to be a rare thing nowadays.
Right? And I don't think you can get a manual Corvette now.
Nope.
Doesn't exist. Nice to see this too.
2019 would be the last year of the manual Corvette.
There you go. That's
If I'm wrong, tell me somebody. but
yeah.
That's the last year of the C7, so
Look at that big chonky exhaust down there. Probably sounds pretty mean.
yeah, it sounds pretty wicked.
Right on. Nice shape. These look good in white. They're very tidy in white, you know?
Yeah, it's typically white on a sports car isn't your top choice, but it works on a Corvette.
It does. It
Underneath
does.
the hood's just nice and stock.
I like the wheels. I really like the wheels too. And they're perfect.
LS2 aftermarket air intake.
Oh yeah.
That's really just a couple little add-ons, but nothing crazy.
Yep. Nice and clean. No complaints there. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pictures
Notice how I
pricing.
keep the hoods open on some? Just
You're cheating.
well, I found it. It was no problem. Which one do you want to do? Let's
go
do
here.
okay.
Yeah.
So we just got this one in. 1967 Chevy C-10. Just got it in last night.
Cool.
So we haven't really gone through it yet. Obviously, it's lowered.
Yeah, it does sit down nice. This is by the way, we're going to announce this. I get to say this. This is the first time that Rod says, I actually like the wheels and tires on this.
The wheel and tire package. They're a staggered set, so the back are wider than the front.
They are. They're painted to match. Beauty rings on them, which look really nice.
I think it's the right size tires. It's the right stance. I wouldn't change a thing.
It's a long box, which
I kind of dig it.
I do too. I do too.
I don't mind the long box at all.
The stance is really nice. It sits low in the front, little tiny higher in the back.
Killer exhaust that comes out in the right spot.
We were looking at this before. What's awesome? Well, first off, I mean the chrome is beautiful. Secondly,
oh yeah,
it's all
the body's super nice.
It's all nice metal. Every piece of it is just nice and tinny. It's definitely not a Bondo truck, you know.
I love the color. Everyone knows I like pastel colors. So
yeah.
This is right up my alley.
Custom, that's right. So it was a higher trim level. And tell me more about this.
Okay. So, 67, 72. Yep. That's the era of this truck. Now, a 2-year only 67, 68 that has the front end with the slope nose and the grille like this.
Okay.
That's only a 2-year thing.
Sloped forward a little bit, right?
Well, like the hood sloped like
right
that.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it has your twin grills.
Yeah.
Opening
so
there.
Once newer than that, it was like squared off.
Yeah, more
right?
like a bullnose, right?
Yeah, bullnose.
But the whole front grille was different. So in 67, 72, the actual cab of the truck was identical. They didn't change anything, unless it was an early model 67.
And what was different?
Small back window.
Right.
So some people think that was the model year 67 was a small back window. That's not true. It's only half the year had the small back window.
Oh.
So 67 and a half, or the late models that were made, had the big back window, that would have been the same cab right up to 72.
So this is a really like half year
model.
window.
Yeah.
Cool.
Lots of people change the front clip to a 67, 68 style because to me they're a little more sleek, a little more stylish.
Yep.
So that's very common that people do that, but you have to change the whole front clip. You can't just change the hood because it doesn't work.
Right. Yeah, this is a super cool truck. The box is nice, lined on the outside so you can still use it, but tidy with some hardwood inside. All the panels are straight. Yeah, let's go find the under the hood in this one too, right?
Oh, yeah. You know what? One of my first big projects that I ever built, two. I did a 67 Suburban, and the next one I did was a 67 C-10 short box.
Yep.
So people have probably seen that. We had flames on it and had the Dragons a couple times. So I know how to open these hoods very well. I've had a lot of these trucks. My favorite C-10s, lots of people like square bodies, which we'll look at one next. But my favorite is the 67.
Yep.
Because I had
well, and these are in big demand. These really are.
Yep. Oh, I got it. There. So yeah, the crate 350, newer Vortec heads, newer power brake system.
Yep.
Aluminum rad. Nothing too crazy. Just a nice driver.
It's got headers on it, you know, but it'll sound good.
Exhaust is nice on it, and like the underneath of this truck is really, really nice.
Awesome. Yeah, very well done.
And on the color on the firewall, that's the original paint.
So yeah, that I mean, it hasn't been polished, so obviously the blue that's on it now is
a little faded, but that would polish up.
But that would polish up to what the color is on the outside right now. So very nice, very clean, very well done, and a really awesome truck. Like, you just can't deny that's a really awesome truck.
I just noticed this. It's kind of a Chevy day.
Yeah.
That wasn't planned.
Sort of brought to you by GM, hey?
Yeah, that wasn't planned. Sorry, guys. Or you're welcome if you're a Chevy guy person.
Which brings us to this. Oh yeah. I don't see too many GMCs. Like, you see square body Chev, you don't see nearly as many GMCs.
And lots of GMCs are switched to the Chevy.
Yeah.
front ends.
So kudos to the guy or gal who did this one, because it's really nice.
This is a really special truck.
This is. We'll
the only thing underneath the hood that isn't done yet, and we'll get to it, is the air AC lines.
Right.
Everything else is
that and a charge, and it should be up and running.
There again, a newer crate, Vortec heads, same program as the other one.
That's right.
So it's just the AC lines to get this buttoned up underneath here.
Headers again. So this is going to be very nice.
The paint on this thing
is
really
amazing. So let's just take a step back. It is such a candy blue. It's incredible.
I'm not a big blue guy, but this blue is like spectacular.
It makes your eyes kind of go juicy. I don't know how else to say it.
Like on the edges, like this. It's hard to explain. You got to see it.
Look at the reflection of the light and how it. It's gorgeous. And like, look at the paint. Like when you can see a perfect reflection. Yeah. You can see our fat guts hanging out in there.
Hey.
My fat gut, whatever. Even somebody took the time to put 3M on the bottom. You can't really tell in the video, and it's just perfect gloss.
Mirror image.
It's and even the feeling of it. It's incredible. Other things they've done. So obviously it's lifted, right?
It's got a 4-inch lift on it.
But they did a really bang up job of tidying everything up. Just the right trim. Inner liners that have been made for inside of here, which is nice.
Brand new fuel 20-inch wheels, brand new tires. You got to notice some of the stuff, like the drip rail's been shaved off, right?
Yeah, okay, I'll get over there for a second. Somebody kind of did a really kind of neat custom
tail pan, or the tailgate insert that they built in here. They've done a really good job. It looks really good. I thought this might be part of a brake light, but we just tested it, but it's not.
It's not, no.
Looks cool though.
Just as nice on the other side, obviously.
Backup camera.
Yeah, that's down here. That's kind of neat. Because that'll make more sense when we go inside this thing.
Oh, yeah, this.
You're right, drip rails are gone. Because they would be those big chrome guys that'd be up there, right?
Well, similar, like this, but with
similar
chrome
to that, but with chrome. Yep. That's right. Look at this.
Okay, now this is the money in here.
Yeah.
Total one-off custom interior.
Look at the light that glows underneath that armrest.
And in the middle, like LEDs everywhere.
Panel back there. This
all custom. The whole interior is custom. There's nothing factory about this.
I think these are out of a Land Rover. These seats, because I recognize this twisty knob thing.
Oh yeah.
And the way the controls are, those were like a Land Rover.
Range Rover.
Range Rover, Land Rover, Range Rover. Yeah.
But this is all custom. There's some suede in here. Looks like that headliner could be suede too.
I think so.
I didn't touch it, but
I think so. The whole thing, the whole dash is customized. We got a big screen. Obviously, that's where we're going to get some old school controls, but with more candy blue. 4-wheel drive controls buried down here.
This is definitely a show truck.
It totally is.
You could easily put this into the Dragons car show.
Oh,
and
you'd have success in the Dragons car show with this.
You'd be a contender for the top paint,
like
I think.
Even look at how this is. Honeycomb grill is done.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Like
amazing.
Wow is just.
Wow doesn't even. Yeah. But really, like, come see this paint for yourself.
It's probably one of the nicest paint jobs in the whole showroom.
It's so juicy, it's unbelievable. I'm, very impressed. Very impressed.
I like it. And you don't see many short box 4x4s either.
GM short box 4x4s, right? Not even a Chev. That's so cool. So cool. Okay, we got a list of other stuff.
Well, we got a lot of stuff we got traded back. So we don't need to go through everything, but we got a lot of, if you go on the website, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 units that we got traded back. It's kind of a weird deal. As one of our customers we've dealt with a lot. So we got some old favorites back, including like that 55 Fargo. Which is kind of cool. We never got that one back.
That was cool.
Anyway, so go on the website and you can see it all. The Turnpike, we got it back. It's in my garage at home. Oh. That's a new one. I didn't have it down here. I love that car. You love that car.
I love that car. That was in the car. That car was in the showroom when I first started doing. We first started doing videos when you grand opening, and it was in the showroom. And it's.
I hadn't seen it for almost a year, and I got it back, and they dropped it off at my house on Saturday. Oh, I fell in love again. Like it's just.
It's maybe not for sale.
Everything's for sale, I guess.
Yeah.
At some point. 97 GMC. We also have regular cab long box. We're just getting it lowered. Our new guys, Darby and Dallas, that we got hired. They're working on that truck right now. We got so much stuff going on across the street. We have no room to work in there. So they've taken some stuff to their own shop to do stuff for me in their own shop until we get room in our shop for them to come to work. If that makes any sense.
That's wow, crazy. Okay.
So doing that, and we got our Fairmont is sold into Germany now. That 79 Fairmont.
Whoa.
It's going to Germany. So we have to do a couple modifications to make it more. For their standards, there has to be a couple things changed. So we're going to work on that for them.
Right. It's a little different in Europe. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm learning that. We got a nice 1980 Oldsmobile just came in too. It's too dark to go outside because it's sitting outside the back right now. 1980 Oldsmobile, front wheel drive. The guys think I'm crazy. It's a cool car though. Tornado.
Yeah. Okay, so we gotta have a good look at that next time.
Yeah, just wait on that one. Yeah, that'll be cool. Lots of new stuff. Our Trans Am's finally going to be here on Saturday. Our 76 455 HO 4-speed. We've had a lot of people asking about that car. It'll be here Saturday.
Awesome.
So watch for some stuff on Monday. Give me a couple days. Yeah, there's so much stuff. I don't even know.
Okay. Well,
but my wife did make me promise to say it was her idea to do next door and to thank her for doing next door.
Way to go, Dallas.
Thanks, Dallas.
Yeah. I was fighting the good fight, Dallas, by the way, too.
Yeah, Jay was in on that too.
I was twisting his arm a few nights too.
Are you sure you don't want to do this? Well, you shouldn't even do this.
Well, if you saw something you liked in the videos today, make sure you go to rodshotrods.ca. That's where you're going to find all the pictures, all the pricing, all the other details you want to know. And thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you again next week on Hot Rod Hangout.